Good morning, everyone. I'm hoping I'm live right now, so let's just confirm that. 1 second. Trying a different tool this morning. My name is Guillaume Prou. I'm VP of Technology at Beta Virtual Assistants. So I'm here for the Saturday strategy tips, and so I was gonna talk. Actually, it's the same subject that we had last weekend because we had also some technical issues with the Facebook Live. So just making sure the sound is good. 1 sec. Okay. Seems like the sound is working. All right. So let's start. So this morning I wanted to talk about the strategy and security. Basically, we were here to sometimes advise you on the different strategy with investing in crypto, and I wanted to talk about the security aspect. So if you want to of course, nothing here is just advice. Is nothing here is you have to make sure you do your own research, of course, and also might need to consult with your tax advisor or other advisor for any specifics. Of course, everything here is maybe different based on your country or based on your location or based on your personal situation. So the thing with strategy is there's different possibility for investing your in crypto. There's different kind of there's places where you can have investment. You can also try to generate some kind of income based on different ways. Mining, kind of where you earn some income or some interest, where you're just trying to trade, day trading, trend trading, or maybe just long-term trading. You can have bot automation. You can have just investing for the future. Hodl, just basically holding for the future growth of your portfolio. But there's different places to where you can invest. So there's centralized exchange, which is the most common sometimes because that's what we hear about on the news and other places. There's a decentralized exchange. There's also like software or hardware wallets. So I just want to see how that can fits into your strategy. So the centralized exchange is basically what's usually most common because they have different exchange base in different countries, and those are sometimes easier to get your money onboarded. So basically to get from fiat or traditional money and transfer that from your bank account or credit card to some kind of exchange. And then the advantage of those, might be easier to start with. Also, it might be more accessible for maybe like if you want to do some kind of trading or some kind of investment. And also you might have also different tools available to you with those. So that might be a good option to start with. However, we've seen that there's been some exchange that have been closing, that have gone bankrupt, that have been hacked. And so that's why on the security point of view, basically you put your coins in there, but basically they take your coins and they put it in a big, like they pull it with everybody else. And when you want to take your coins back, then they would need to take some of it and give it back to you. But we've seen issues where, of course, if they've been hacked, basically they can be stolen. They can be also what they do sometimes is they may take them and do something else with your coins. So they kind of want to reinvest it to make more money somewhere else with your coins, reinvest it somewhere else, do different things. So the point is, if it's not you don't have the keys, you have a login to access your website, but then you don't really have you're not owning the coins anymore. So like they say, if it's not your keys, it's not your coin. So basically the keys, the private keys to your coins, they have this in like I said, a pool account usually. So that's what I would recommend is you can start with those different things because it gives you different options. But then as soon as you have either some profit or some bigger amount or you get more familiar with other options, then you can move that either to decentralized exchange or to a software wallet or possibly even a hard wallet, which I'm going to talk about. So the decentralized exchange, it's a bit sometimes slightly more difficult to get to, but the point of this is really there's not like a central place that takes care of your coin. You do it yourself, and you're connected directly to the blockchain, which means that you have some kind of account and you have some private keys to be able to access, to be able to have a wallet address where you can access your coins or make certain kind of trade. So that just means that you normally assume that it's more secure because nobody can access your coins unless they have your private keys. On the other hand, you need on your side to be careful about keeping track of the different accounts you have, the different keys you have, and put that in a safe place, either paper, or there's also some kind of device when you can engrave your keys. And so that means you need to make sure you store those in a safe place. And also you need to be careful because if you lose those, then you lose access to your account. Also, if something happens to you and nobody's aware of this, then nobody will be able to access this. So there's been a lot of things that have been lost because of that. So you need a good way to track your holdings and also have good records. So that's why we can help you with that. Also, we have some ebook on the different securities and the different strategy, but that's usually safer in the sense that only you can access your coins. But of course, it's more variable on the way if you use the safety and secure habits, then you will be more secure. But if you disclose your keys, you're storing that in some non-encrypted places. If you're just not being careful and clicking some links and entering your info in the wrong place, on the wrong website, on the wrong wallet, on the wrong browser extension, if you also access like fake coins or fake so that's why you have to be really careful how you handle that. So that's why you might need a bit of learning, and we can help you with that as well. But you have to just take the time to learn and always use small amount first. Also you can make mistake like transferring to the wrong place or the wrong blockchain, the wrong coin to the wrong blockchain or to the wrong destination. So basically you can lose your stuff as well. So that's why you need to start small, get familiar with the process, and then you're gonna be so that's a good strategy to hold more of your stuff in there so that it's safer in the long term. Then there's another option is like a cold wallets, which basically means you have also an hardware device that's on that you can either plug in your computer or usually USB, that stores your keys, and so you can transfer your coins to basically to that wallet that's like offline, that's not on the internet. So that means that unless you transfer it back online, like on the internet, then there's no transaction that's possible during that time. So that's safer in the sense that if somebody steal your information or something, in theory, if it's still online, they could kind of go and make trades or transaction or transfer on your wallet address. But if it's offline, that means that they would need access to the device as well to basically get to your keys and be able to transfer it back online. So there's different brands, there's different options for that as well. We can help you give you some links if you want to learn more. So that's usually, I mean, it may not be needed again initially when you're starting, but as soon as you get a bit more money in there, a bit grow your holdings, I recommend you transfer some of your profit or some of your, especially if you're holding for the long terms, then I would put that on those kind of device. The disadvantage though is then it's hard to trade. I mean, the advantage is it's hard to trade quickly, so it's kind of safer in that sense, or make mistakes or be emotional about the market. On the other hand, if you want, that's why you might have different strategies. So you might need a little bit in the different kinds of places, so that there's a part of it that you can use to do trading or their strategy that are more like active. And then whatever is more passive or for the long term, then you can have on those other devices. So that's why it needs like a balance of different things if you want to be profiting from the different sources of income, but also have a certain amount of security for most of your holdings. So I think that, of course, that's like a general overview of the different options, but again, it means that you don't want to have all your eggs in one basket, like they say. So don't have all your stuff in one exchange. So if you have even centralized exchange, maybe have a bit in different places just to reduce or spread the risk. Again, you might want to have some on decentralized exchange, then you might have some of your longer term holdings on cold wallets. And so if you have any question about that, of course, let us know. We can recommend some places that we feel are relatively safe as well. But again, that take your time, start small, and then as you learn more, then you can get more familiar, then you can diversify and use different strategy, different place for your stuff. So thank you, and welcome for your comments. And then if you have a question, of course, let us know. So just as a reminder, so this is Saturday strategy, and then on Tuesday and Thursday we have more like tax-related topics, of course, on Facebook Live. So on the 4 p.m. Eastern on the weekdays and 10 a.m. on Saturday. Today there's an interesting webinar about 7 sources of passive income in crypto that from a group that we're part of that also do a lot of very interesting recommendation and education. So I'll try to put the link. Let me know if you want the link. I would recommend you watch this again to learn about different options in crypto, because we often hear about the very good and bad stuff on the news, but of course there's a lot of stuff in the background that is possible. Finally, we have also other workshop coming up to learn about crypto taxes and reporting and how that works. And if you don't want to wait, we also have a link to our last replay if you want to just watch a replay and don't want to wait for the live. And then I think that's about it for now. So we're looking forward. Have a good weekend and looking forward to talk to you soon. Thank you very much.